Hey guys, I'm Joshua Thomas.
I'm Christopher Lachey, and this is Dungeons & Dragons Castle Ravenloft. It's a 4.0 based D&D board game, and it has about 13 different campaigns. So, like D&D, it's expansive, and feel free to create your own. We're going to go through some basics. It looks complicated. It's just because you have a lot of different options. Where do you want to start? With the classes?
Yeah, we can start with the characters.
Okay. So down here we've got the 5 different classes, and we've got your ranger, your wizard, your fighter, your cleric, and your rogue. Each person gets their typical at-wills, utilities, daily powers as denoted on the card. Everyone starts at level 1, and you've got your set AC and your set HP. Also your healing surge value, of which you get 2 as a party. So they're pretty rare. We've also got the cards. This is how you're going to get your monsters, your encounters, what happens. This is really what makes the game the game. You've got your encounter cards, the monster cards, which you can also see all the different types of monsters. Solomon Grundy! These few and back, well, these 3 anyway, and these 2 gray ones are actually boss cards, denoted by these larger tiles. They don't get their own little card because when a boss shows up, it's a really big deal. This is actually what makes it such a fun game. The tiles, you lay them out in a random order. That said, I think we should probably just get started.
All right, let's meet today's players. Christopher Lachey as...
Wait. It's just the 2 of us.
Okay, yeah, maybe we don't need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so I guess I'm going to be the ranger.
Okay. And you have a number of cards to choose from. These are This holds all of your at-wills, your utilities, and your dailies.
All right. So
it's going to tell you on the tile how many at-wills, utilities, and dailies. I'm actually going to go ahead and play as the fighter.
Okay.
And I get a lot of abilities as a fighter.
Okay.
And now we're just going to go ahead, before we even choose these abilities, let's just go ahead and pick our campaign. And again, feel free to make your own campaign. Just go wild with it. Set something up, like you have to disable all the traps in a certain amount of rounds. There are sun tokens, there are time tracks in here. It gives you a lot of tools to work with. So, why don't we just go ahead and do the second adventure. Okay. Find the icon of Ravenloft. Alright, so to start the second adventure, icon of Ravenloft, I need to get a few special components. I need to get 2 dungeon tiles that look like hallways. So even it doesn't matter what the triangle is. I also need to get the chapel. Oh, right there on the bottom. Okay. Now I take 3 tiles out. Take the chapel. Shuffle that into the other 3 as best one can shuffle 4 tiles together. And then what I'm going to end up doing is I'm taking this tile that has the chapel in it, the stack that has the chapel in it, and I'm going 8 below, and then I'm putting that stack underneath, which makes getting the chapel somewhere between the 9th and the 12th tile drawn. This is to prevent the campaign from going on forever and you dying because you've run out of steam.
Wizard has joined the party.
Purple wizard needs food.
Each round consists of a hero phase and an enemy phase. The hero phase breaks down into moving and attacking. When your character gets to the end of a tile, they can explore the next one, which adds a new tile piece to the game board. Every time a new tile is added to the board, an enemy appears on that tile. If the new tile also contains a black arrow, you also have to draw an encounter card, which usually does something negative to the tile, such as adding a trap to it. In the enemy phase, the enemy gets to move and attack as well. Based on the rules that are on the enemy playing card, they might move in a special way, or have certain types of attacks that they can perform.
So plus 9 on the wolf. Plus 9.
Yeah, I'll fight.
Totally hits me. I'm down to 4 health. And gargoyle attacks with a plus 8. Plus 8. And he misses.
Yeah.
But he still does 1 damage.
Yeah.
Because he's a jackass.
Yeah.
And that's the enemy's turn. Sean. Sean.
It's your turn. Cleave, you can kill them both.
Man, because that worked so well last time.
Get the wolf. He's got.
I know. I'm going to attack. I'm cleaving the wolf.
Okay.
I have a plus 6. 15.
That hits the wolf.
They hit the wolf. I automatically hit one adjacent target. Gargoyle takes the damage.
Dead.
Both of those guys are dead. Treasure card. Level up. Woohoo!
And you can level up.
Actually, this always happens. Wait, you both only have one health.
at 1 health.
Oh my god, guys.
We got fucked up. I had to use my shield on a rat swarm.
Okay, here's okay.
What are your options?
I can either take the level up for myself.
Or let one of us level up and then heal completely.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't know. Sean, go ahead.
I got my ring of regeneration. Give it to Josh.
No, because he's in the back. Sean, just go ahead and take it, because I want you to draw treasure cards.
Okay.
Go ahead and take your level up. This is copyrighted music. You can't use it in your video. I'm sorry.
Alright, so we just played our first round of Dungeons & Dragons. It was my first round ever playing the game. These two have played it before. Starting out, it was just a little bit confusing, just having 3 different stacks of cards, but once we went a couple rounds in, it was really easy to get the hang of, and all the cards had all the rules on it, so if you had any trouble with something, you could just read the rules on the card. So each phase, each of us moved to a different tile, and we explored, which is how it went from just being a small map to being what you see here. We ran into some enemies when we were able to fight them off, although we did take a lot of damage in the beginning. Topher?
Oh. Well, I played as the fighter because it's got the most HP, and every group should probably have a tank. But you're not a really good tank when the monsters are hitting you every single time, and I ended up dying. In fact, Josh dropped. Josh was the ranger, so you're only given 2 of these healing surges, and that's it. If you have a guy that's dead and you don't have any more healing surges, you have lost the campaign. So we barely made it. I think I had about 3 health left out of the 10 I started with after dying and coming back for a second time. So it was a lot of fun, but you find yourself quickly inundated with enemies and you just swamped on all sides. And then a miracle happened.
Yeah, a miracle happened.
Then a miracle happened. Topher, earlier on in the game, gave me a level up card so that I was able to go to 2nd level while they stayed at level 1. Towards the end of the game, they were busy fighting the monsters and just getting their butts kicked. And I was over there too, also getting my butt kicked. But I had a dream. And that dream was finding the chapel, which I did. I totally found the chapel. And in it were a bunch of monsters that I killed single-handedly and then picked up the icon of Ravenloft, crowning me God King of the Universe and also making sure that we won the game. And that's how we won, because I am awesome.
Yeah, but you couldn't have done it by yourself.
I could have totally done it.
No, you would have died.
I was the wizard. I bend reality to my will. That's like my job.
He does bend reality to his will.
I'm honestly surprised you're even bothering to engage Sean in a conversation. I learned my lesson a long time ago not to do that.
You know what? I don't have as much experience
either way,
at Sean wrangling as you do.
Either way, all you get to experience is me winning. Just like last time, you're going to see a lot more of this later on.
No, but now we're going to rate our experience with Dungeons & Dragons, the board game.
Castle Ravenloft.
Castle Ravenloft.
Because there's 3 of them, actually.
Yeah.
This is just the first.
So our categories are ease of use, replay value, and overall fun. So we'll start with Christopher.
Ease of use, I give it a 6. It is not as challenging as it appears to be to learn how to play it at first blush. It's just a lot of setup. But I would say even if you're not a hardcore gamer, this is still a fun group game for up to 5 people.
For replay value, we gave Dungeons & Dragons Castle Ravenloft board game a 9 out of 10. Mainly because there's 13 different quests you can go on, and when you're done with those, you can make your own quests.
So the fun factor that we came up with for this game, Castle Ravenloft, boom, is a 9. That's a 9. You heard it right here, folks. Now the thing is, I really like this game. There's a lot of cool figurines. There's a lot of neat cards and stuff that they do, and all the figurines look really neat. I mean, if you can see this, this skeleton is just excited to be here. He's gonna come at you. He's gonna go slice and dice, and he's just so excited. The zombie, all these monsters look very well thought out. The only one that I'm actually disappointed in is the werewolf. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's late to work for something, and he spotted the adventurers out of the corner of his eye, and he's like, oh, well, I gotta deal with this before I go to the office. I mean, you could put a little suitcase in his hand right here, and it would totally work. So that's why we give it a 9. For the werewolf.
Well, that ends our board game review of Dungeons & Dragons Castle Ravenloft. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the Failroadexpress.